guys, it's Jessica from Life Under Quilts. I'm here to do a demo on how I'm going to baste the Dragonflies in Flight pattern. This is a Pacific Rim Quilt Company 2fabric applique quilt, and this video is to provide some support while my retired teachers are working on this project through the week. All right, so shout out to all my New York City retired teachers in the Side Beagle program. Guys, this is the Dragonflies pattern that we basted in class today. I wanted to point out a few things. We didn't baste, I'm sorry, we traced it. So you can see what we have here. This pink and yellow batik fabric is going to be the Dragonflies. And this purple back there, that's my background. That will be all of this lighter area there. I found that when transferring the pattern, using a ruler along the border lines really helped to get a nice straight edge. It also helped along the bottom of the pattern to make sure that my the end of it was all straight there as well. So that's a tip if you want to do that. You can see on some of the pieces, maybe you can't see because I haven't started basting anything yet, but I'm keeping this piece and I'm throwing out both of those. So I put tiny X's there. So I know that I do not need to baste in the B areas of the pattern. We are going to be basting about 1/2 inch from our drawn line on the inside of the A pieces. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. For basting, I'm gonna try to use my regular between, my regular quilting between. And for thread tonight, I have this fantastic red Shitsuke. Hold on. It says Shitsuke Ito. And this is basting thread from Japan that my friends have sent me. Okay. Let's unroll that a little bit. If you have one of these nice skeins like this, what I'm gonna do is find the center. All right, and find an end. Is it already? Oh yeah, it's already tied up here. Okay, actually this one has a tie in it already for me. So what I'll do is snip. I'm just gonna go ahead and snip the whole skein. And it's got tied together up here still, so I'm grateful for that. Thank you, little tie. All right. And when I need a piece, I just pull it out. Beautiful. All right, these are quite long. I think maybe I even want this to be shorter, but for basting, it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get thread through my needle. If not, I'll get a bigger needle. Ooh. So how are you guys finding this pattern? I mean, is it difficult? Easier than you thought? As I'm going through both again, I think the turtle pattern has a lot more seams to actually sew, but they're small because it makes a lot of turns. Whereas the Dragonfly has big wings and a whole bunch of long, slow curves with pieces of grass. So you can't see the pattern at all yet, right? I'm gonna try to get up there and see. Can you see the red thread on the fabric? Maybe I zoom this in a little bit. Aha. All right, so I am going to start basting the wings that are basically in the center of the pattern. If you want to follow along at home, I'm going to start here and do those two, so it will anchor the two fabrics, okay? I don't like to tie a knot in my basting. Oh gosh, this thread is super long. Single thread, and I'm right off the edge of the camera. Hold on. Okay, so I started my thread here and I'm going to secure that with a back stitch. That's just a part of my basting. And here I go about 1/2 inch in. You can take pretty big stitches. Make sure you are going through all of your layers. I want to make sure that I'm keeping a single thread. If it gets bunched up, you can hold on to here and then pull. All right, and then go ahead and smooth it out. You know, you have the ability to do that because there's no knot over here if you left enough of a tail. I have my piece anchored to my cutting table just by the weight of the camera and a thing of lotion. By the way, this is my favorite for hand stitching. It's nice and thick. So I know that my fabric is not shifting. I've got some straight pins in strategic places as well, the center and the corners. And I do feel that I want, a longer needle. And I want to get over to this side of the pattern because I put so much of it on the table so you could see it in the camera that it's really not comfortable to sew yet. All right, let's see if we can, ooh, not zooming out. Sorry guys, here we go. Okay, so I've zoomed in here. You can see where my needle is there. All right, this is one wing and this is the lower. All right, I have the piece oriented on my table like that. Okay, so I'm right here. I'm doing this on top of a cutting mat, so I'm not nicking the table. Be careful on your dining room table unless you got some sort of protection on it. Floor is great. Pergo is my first love. But whatever you use, you want to secure it so it stays flat while you're manipulating the fabric. All right, so you see we came to the part where the wings separate, and this is going to get taken out, this piece. So I put a small X on it here, an X there, an X over here. And you know why? I can totally fit a 3/4 inch hexie right there, so I'm saving that scrap. All right, so I did those, coming off. Let me go down a little bit. When I placed my two fabrics together, my Dragonfly and the background fabric, I did follow Connie and Nancy's directions. They're very well-written directions, guys, and that's why I like Pacific Rim patterns. But I followed her directions and I pressed the center and then the cardinal directions of my fabric, and that's how I layered them together to know that I was going to be in the middle of both. Okay, here I'm gonna go ahead and finish off that first wing, and without cutting my thread, okay, I'm just gonna jump over to here to the next part and start about a 1/2 inch in from that corner. You can also travel your basting thread through the back, and that way it won't bother you at all. But I'm confident that I will have enough stitches in that I'll be able to cut that when I'm ready. A longer needle would be helpful. After this thread, I will totally change it. After going back and forth on my batik layout, like if I wanted the wings to be pink or yellow or green, I'm really curious how such a dark fabric in the back is going to look against these wild colors. I've had this fabric for ages. I want to say I got it from the ugly bin from some guild. Thank you, whoever thought it was ugly. But oh my gosh, I love batiks. All right, guys, it's just about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm going to continue to baste around. Okay, I'm marking with an X on the B pieces. You don't have to baste in there. And I think I'm going to change to a longer needle, maybe an embroidery needle, and continue to try to get all of this basted in time for class on Wednesday. I'd love to cut and get a few stitches in, and I look forward to seeing you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.